How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Death of the Venomverse, issue number 1. This is put out by Marvel Comics and written by Cullen Bunn, with art by Gerardo Sandoval. And overall, yeah, if you follow this channel for a while, I talk about comics all the time, but I'm more into the indie horror scene than anything else, really. But I was looking through the shelf, and I saw this cool image of a magical, otherworldly warrior Carnage, and Cullen Bunn up there at the top, so I thought I should probably check this out. Cullen Bunn is a really great writer. You know him for things like Harrow County or The Sixth Gun. He's done some pretty cool stuff, so I was willing to give this book a crack open and see what it's about, and it is pretty fun. You get a story about this one Carnage who wants to kill all the Venoms in the multiverse, and it becomes this big multiverse hopping movie where he's going around and killing a bunch of different ones. But they're not all Eddie Brocks. In other dimensions, the Venom symbiote has attached to different people, and you get Venomized versions of superheroes like Wolverine or Ant-Man, and you get to see a bunch of different characters pop up. Some pretty cool moments there. I remember a bit ago they were selling all those Venomized Funko Pops and showing what other characters would have looked like if they had gotten the symbiote, and it always was kind of a cool idea. And being a multiverse book, you really do get to see a bunch of different crazy ideas, and also because it is a multiverse book, not afraid to kill off a few characters. So it really is a big all-out slugfest. It really is a more comic booky feeling comic book, just fun, over-the-top, big action and battles, a Carnage going around trying to kill everybody, and a team of Venoms trying to stop him. There's always some interesting ideas and interesting twists and turns, and several things will pop up. It kind of reminded me of, do you remember the old Marvel Zombies book where it always tried to take things a step further and get bigger and crazier? It really does kind of have a little bit of that same spirit, and overall, I thought it was pretty fun. So yeah, definitely recommend this if you want an all-out slugfest book that's a little darker and has some crazy moments. Anyway, I guess to talk about this more specifically, let's switch over to the close-up camera. I'll show you guys a little bit of the story, a little bit of the art, and do some analysis. I won't be doing any major spoilers, but without further ado, let's switch over to the close-up camera. Alright, here we are inside the castle taking a closer look at Death of the Venomverse number 1. Bring it closer to the camera. I really like this red bordering it's got with this nice dark square over here for the number. That's pretty cool. And of course, 00111, rated T+. And we get this really nice image of the multi-dimensional Carnage, the one that's traveling around killing all the Venoms. And this is a really cool cover that, shows like the, sort of a otherworldly magic that we might be getting in this book. Now, the thing is, the cover always looks cooler than the inside of the book. And while I like the art on the inside of the book, it's, you can tell that it is different, a lot simpler. I'm kind of hoping that that's what Carnage is going to look like later on in the series, like maybe we build to this, because that's just a really cool armor. I hope that we do actually get that sometime. And if we crack the book open, they actually do give us a catch-up page. There is a cold opening before this, but we get this little bit at the top where it talks about how Eddie Brock, he was a reporter, and then he joined with Venom and became Lethal Protector, and now he's the king of all symbiotes, known as the King in Black. And then we talk down here about how Carnage has found a new purpose to kill all Venoms and take their power, and that's his goal for this series. So really, with these 2 paragraphs, it catches you up enough to dive right in. So I really do always appreciate a good previously on. And then we get the credits. Cullen Bunn is the writer, and Gerardo Sandoval is the artist. Anyway, after that, let's dive into the story. I'm not going to do any major spoilers, but I do want to show a little bit of the story, a little bit of the art, and talk about a few plot points. I won't go too far into it, I won't go past the staple, and I won't show everything, but I do want to analyze the book a little bit. We open up with this opening of Cassidy and Brock in a prison cell when the Venom symbiote comes and goes back onto Brock, but that's when we get a double-page splash of a Carnage showing up and killing him. So yeah, really quick battle for the opening of the book. But we see that this Carnage is not the one attached to this Cassidy, and he talks about, oh, you'll know soon enough, but I'm on a mission. So, you know, a really good opening with the 2 main characters there, or at least a version of them. This is about the multiverse. And then we get our sort of main Venom there. There are, of course, tons of different Venoms in the book, but this Agent Venom is the one that we're following, you know, special agent going around trying to solve the crime, and we see that this Venomized version of Rocket Raccoon is among one of the earliest ones they find, and as she's doing investigating, we see the Venom on other worlds. This one is fighting Wolverine. Well, I guess that's probably X-23, right? And then we get a few other battles, like there's this really fun one with Venom Ant-Man, and then of course he becomes Giant Man and tries to stomp him with a foot with a mouth and teeth on it. But we know this didn't work because it's intercut with this big crater, and, you know, going through several different heroes, this really does set it up to be this really big battle book. And I do like we get this scene of dead Venom Ant-Man, and you see Agent Venom holding him in her hand. Yeah, tiny little guy. But of course they're talking and about trying to find him by tracking his dimensional signature, and they're going to chase him and catch up to him in a minute, and they're going to catch up during this fight where Venom is taking on a symbiote known as Maniac. So he says, this is one that's real power. I need to steal this one, because he can't necessarily get something from every single of these Venoms, but this one's very valuable to him. So they're going to fight, and when she's about to lose, the other Venoms come in, and he says, oh, really? Other Venoms? You know, this is exactly what I want, right? You're just saving me the trouble of coming after you by following me. And it does get to feel a little bit like the unstoppable Terminator here. And of course, they're going to have more of a plan than that. And a ton of, I mean, we already in this book saw Venom Ant-Man, Venom Rocket, and a few other different versions of Venom. A ton of stuff is going to happen in this book. And, you know, like I said, only going to the halfway point or so, but there is just, a ton of big, over-the-top comic booky moments. And I think that is one of the things I really like, is it does set it up to be a big comic booky comic book, getting in as many different heroes and villains and having big, you know, epic reveals in here. I thought it was pretty fun, you know? And yeah, coming after you like a Terminator. Man, Cullen Bunn should probably write a Terminator book. That'd be pretty cool, huh? Anyway, though, overall, I really liked it. I thought it was a ton of fun, and I can't wait to see how this whole thing wraps up. Always down to check out more Cullen Bunn books. Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my all-new issue number 1's playlist, where you can see me talk about first issues of a bunch of different comic book series, some of which are Cullen Bunn books as well. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Issue 1's playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.